And we're live with a special edition of the Lunch Break with Evelyn live show. And just to put this into context, today is October the 8th, 2019. So just in case you're watching this a year from today, I'm so glad that we get to meet now. All right, so one of the things we are doing is celebrating breast cancer awareness all month long. And we have been learning about the important facts about breast cancer. And one of those things is that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. Now, there are some factors, things that are typical, right, that could influence our breast cancer, and some of those are just being a woman, and the other one would just be getting older. So there's also other potential environmental factors that could be leading to breast cancer in general. And some of these things have actually been found in our household products. So I kind of wanted to share some of what those are, and then I wanted to demonstrate what has been working for our family. Okay, so did you know that there's a preservative that ends with the word paraben that have been found in breast cancer tumors? And there's lots of these preservatives out there. In fact, I'll probably name them at the end of the video if you want to check them out. But parabens have been shown to mimic estrogen. And according to the breastcancer.org, they can, quote unquote, penetrate the skin and act like a very weak estrogen in the body. So potentially turning on the growth of hormone receptor positive breast cancers. All right, so here is something that has actually worked for us, because what is so worrisome about all of this is that while individual products may contain just limited amounts of these parabens that have been, that have been set as it's okay, as long as we have set limits by the US FDA, too much exposure of these chemicals from several different products may be just overloading our bodies, and so it could contribute to a just wide range of health problems. And so one of them could be breast cancer. And so I wanted to just talk about things that kind of work for me, and I'm going to see if I can change my lighting here. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the things that have worked for me that, have lowered my exposure to this particular chemical called paraben. Now, one of the advantages of being a Norwex sales consultant is that we get to try a lot of the new products that just kind of come out that Norwex provides, and we get to see if they work, right? Especially for us personally, depending on our likes and what we're looking for and things like that. And one of those things has been the hair shampoo. Now, I have in the past wanted to go all natural, right, and avoid this paraben chemical in my shampoo, but for whatever reason, I just couldn't find something that worked. And now I have completely loved the shampoo. The other thing that I've been able to try out is their body wash. So I'd like to know, do you use soap or body wash? What do you prefer? Body wash or soap? A soap bar. And then the other thing that I'd like to know is when you're taking a shower, what do you prefer? If you use body wash, would you prefer using a washcloth, or would you prefer using like a loofah type thing? So here is what I have loved and found. Oh, hey, Jen, I love it. So you use the body wash, and do you use a body cloth or a body cloth? Of course, that's a Norwex term. Do you use a body wash, or do you use the loofah? So I'm going to share just a little bit of how it works. Now I'm in my shower. I am actually going to turn on the water, so give me a minute, okay? Okay. All right, so beginning with the shampoo, right? here is the shampoo that Norwex currently has. Now, one of the missions of Norwex, actually the mission of Norwex, is to radically reduce the amount of chemicals in our home. And so, knowing that this paraben is something that could potentially cause too much exposure to this, may potentially lead to breast cancer, they have done their research and done their very best to provide something as well. So I will start out with the shampoo, right? I like it because it does tend, even though I have very fine hair, what it does is it actually neutralizes the oils in my head, and so over time my hair has become much shinier according to my mom. That's what she says, that my hair has become much shinier and it just looks fuller. So I like that. Now we do have a conditioner, but I don't necessarily use the conditioner all the time. In fact, when I do use it, I will only put it in my ends because I do have very fine, naturally oily hair. And so if you don't want to put it right here. Now, if you have thicker hair or curly hair, you do want to use conditioner. Okay, all right. Now, with my face, I like two things. With my face, I actually like to use the makeup remover cloth. Now, you can use this at night, or you can use it in the morning. I'm just using it in the purposes for my bath. This is called the body. It's the body, but in the catalog, it's called the makeup removal cloth. And it is made of a suede microfiber, and all you need to use is water. So no body wash or anything like that, but just water. And you can actually remove, so I'm actually going to do this. You can remove your eye makeup, and I like it specifically for my eye mascara. Like this. All right. So now you can see how I just have one eye, and then the other eye I don't. And all I'm doing is I just put it right over my finger like this, and then I just take it up to my eyelash, and I just scrub like that. I'm not really scrubbing my eye, I'm just doing my eyelash. Now, I have oily skin, so my recommendation would be, if you have oily skin, to use a body cloth. And this will also say body, but it's a much bigger and it's a much softer microfiber. So it'll say body as well. It won't, in the catalog this is called the makeup removal cloth, and in the catalog this is called a body cloth. Now I recommend that if you have oilier skin, that you actually use the body cloth to wash your face. But if you have drier skin, then you can actually use the suede microfiber from the makeup removal cloth to not just remove your eye makeup and mascara, but you can also use it to clean the rest of your face. And that's pretty cool, because that's just like a one-step type of deal. But if you have more of an oily skin, I would suggest using the body cloth. Okay? So again, I'm just doing half. I love it because it does also, the body cloth does exfoliate, it goes ahead and it exfoliates your skin. So even if you do not use this, the body cloth, to clean your face on a daily basis, I would recommend having one of these just to exfoliate the dead skin cells, even once or twice a week. Okay? All right, so I love these two. So that's my face and my hair, and then I will go to my body. Now, I love, personally, I love using body wash, but I grew up with a soap bar. Always used a soap bar. And one of the issues that I had with the soap bar is I would notice that my skin would just dry out so much. And I didn't like the feel of it, especially in the wintertime. In the wintertime, it would get so bad that even when I was cleaning, you know, my skin would just stick to the microfiber. And I didn't like that. And honestly, I felt a little embarrassed by it. But what I found is that the soap bars, some of the soap bars, and you kind of want to look at the ingredients, is that I was using had these paraben chemicals. And what it does is that over time it just, one, it's going to, give me too much exposure to this chemical, and it could potentially run more higher risk to these health problems, health issues, including breast cancer. But also what it was doing, it was just kind of just taking all the oils from my skin and really, really drying out my skin. So I quickly started thinking and looking at a body wash. Now again, as Norwex consultants, our voices were heard. Norwex did their research and they said, you know what, we need to come out with a body wash. So I was so excited when they came out with a body wash. First, they started with a body wash for the kids, and I have it upside down so that I can use it here in a little bit. And now they also have one for adults, so that it doesn't have those chemicals that we're worrying about, right? And I love the kids, and so much so that I started using it for myself because I wanted to get rid of the soap bar situation. But now they actually have two kinds. They have this vanilla bean and then more of a natural scent to it. Okay, but I do not use a body cloth or a body wash. I actually use the Norwex dish cloth. I know, this is kind of crazy. I have one for my kitchen and one here in the shower. And I love it because I'm going to get it wet. And then I'm actually going to use just the kids one today because this is something that has worked so well for our family. Both all the body washes and this loofah. It's the same idea as washing your dishes. What you do is you just get it, wet, and you put a good amount on it. This is how you would wash your dishes if you're using it to wash your dishes, and it just soaks up really, really well, right? But it's also great because it doesn't use too much, and I could actually wash my entire body with this loofah, and I feel like I'm using a soap bar. So I get that same feel. I just love it. Now, I wish I could wash the rest of mine, and in fact, I'm going to take a shower after this, so I'm not going to waste this. But you can see how just soapy it gets. You can see how it leaves a bunch of bubbles and soap on my skin, and it just, amazing. I love it completely. Okay, so once I'm done with this, let me see if I can put it over here. I'm going to rinse off, right? I'm just going to wash all my body with it. I'm going to rinse off. Now, just a small little secret with the body cloth that I washed my face with. You can actually just use with water to wash the entire body. Just side note. But that's another topic for another day. Okay. All right, so I am going to dry off with the amazing Norwex new bath towel that is two-sided. And I like it because it is microfiber. It absorbs it so much. You feel it's so soft and just a quick dry, but it doesn't stick to your body. Now, my skin is feeling so smooth right now. But like I said, in the wintertime, sometimes you get extra dry, right? Now that has been solved ever since I started using the loofah and the body wash, which is great. So now I don't use the body balm too often, but it is really nice to have maybe for like elbows that tend to get drier, and maybe men, my little boys don't necessarily use a lotion, and their little elbows and their knees get the most dry. Sometimes even the knuckles do. And so this is great. It has a great smell too. Now, one of the things that we use it the most for in the summertime, we don't go without it, is bug bites. Yes, bug bites. All right, so when the kids get a bug bite in the summer, we'll take the travel size cloth EnviroCloth, we'll dampen it, and then we'll wipe off the venom, whatever it is that they were stung with. And then it's amazing. That's it. Just wipe it off. Even for bee stings, wipe it off, and then just take this for the mosquito bites and just put it over it, because bug bites get itchy, and the kids love this because it just soothes their skin, but it also helps them not to have to scratch and open up all those mosquito bites. So I hope that was helpful. We do have a body lotion as well that you can use after your bath time, especially with this new vanilla bean Christmas seasonal scent. But I just wanted to show you those things that could potentially be good alternatives to maybe that could help you, especially if you're a woman. And here we are celebrating breast cancer awareness and maybe learning more about the risk factors involved and how we could potentially lower our risk to breast cancer later on in life. And again, I hope this was helpful, and I just wanted to show those to you. All right, bye everyone.